Hello there, Razzle48 here. I wanted to talk some about the BBTAG 2.0 characters. As you all know, I recorded my reaction to the initial reveal for the 5 characters, but there was a lot of gameplay that was shown off in the trailer after the reveal happened, and I did record my reaction to that, but my camera was effing up, as you saw in my reaction, and also I was like talking to some friends, so it's not really the best thing to upload, but I figured that I'd make maybe a small series of videos, maybe 3 or 4, talking about how I feel about the new 9 characters. Now that we've seen gameplay of them, an event has passed, CEO Taku, that has allowed players to get their hands on the new characters, and so we have a little bit more information of how they work from the perspective of people who've played them, not just seeing them played on stream. So I just wanted to talk some about how I feel about these new characters, go into them in much more detail than I did in prior videos. So first, we'll just get right into it. This is not scripted or anything. It's just whatever details of them come to mind off the top of my head. So let's begin with the tank. We're going to do them in the order that they were shown gameplay of in the initial English stream. So the tank is a very interesting character because he can't double jump, he can't air dash. He's a lot like Tager in that regard. So he's not a mobile character like they said in the stream. His dash is an attack. So I guess he has a bit more movement than Tager. I guess Tager has down B, but whatever. So the tank doesn't actually have a lot of options. From what I've seen, his combos are very limited. And he has like some lasers, and lasers are good. I don't think his bombs are all that great, considering that I don't think he has them on an assist, and like I guess bomb is definitely good in the right hands is a comparison you can make, and these bombs are even bigger, so that's good. But the character just doesn't have any good ways to get in. It's not like he has access to Spark Bolt like Tager does, so anyone being full screen is going to be a real problem for him, unless he just like does dash attack. But like with Spark Bolt, you could Spark Bolt can kind of clip people trying to jump. I don't think Blitztank dash attack is going to be able to do that. I think this character is going to struggle a lot long range. Like sure, he could maybe throw out a laser, but it's not like he can combo off of it or anything. So it's like, yeah, he can hit you, but there's still absolute zero threat from this character full screen. All his stuff has armor. I mean, he's just a general meme character. He does have that air move, which I believe may be JC, where he slams onto the ground and it's like a full screen unblockable if you're on the ground. Not dissimilar to Platinum's powered up 5C, Platinum's hammer. Except that Blitztank actually does damage, which means that this character has unblockable setups, but which is true, which is obnoxious, but I don't believe he can combo off of them without assist, and generally he's going to need the assist to make it unblockable to begin with, so he won't be able to combo off of them. If he lands it raw, he could maybe call an assist and get a combo off of it. Generally speaking, I don't think you need to be too scared of that. Having his normals all being armored is kind of scary until you realize you can kind of just jump over him and F him up. His DP is a parry, which and if it lands, it kind of goes into like a full body DP like Tager's if you trigger it. I think that the fact that this character can't just DP and hit you if you like air dash over him or air dash towards him is going to be very detrimental to him. His anti-air doesn't look like it hits behind him, so it looks like he'll be very susceptible to just like jumping, like crossing him up, instant air dashing over him, and then maybe like calling assist, and then just blocking the DP counter if he does it. And if he doesn't do it, then you can just hit him for it. So overall, I don't think this character is going to be all that good. Laser Super is of course worth noting. Laser Super appears to be one of the best things he has access to. It does massive damage. It does like 7k raw, and it has decently fast startup. The problem with Blitztank Laser Super is that it actually does not have invuln on startup. Like we saw him in one of the battles played on stream, that he tried to laser someone full screen and someone just threw a projectile at him and he got hit out of it, which is very concerning for anyone who actually may have been looking to pick this character up seriously. It's like, yeah, you'd think, oh, he could just throw out Super Laser to catch zoners. Well, it looks like those zoners are just going to clip him out of the thing. This character looks, in general, I don't think he's that good. He may be a noob killer if you just don't know how to deal with armor, if you just don't know how to properly go about moving around him in the air. If you know how to manage your air movement, fighting this character should be a piece of cake. His other super, the Charge Super, looks like it's more of a combo piece than anything. I have not really seen this be used at full screen, so I don't know how much time, how many frames you have in between when he starts it up that it becomes active, that you may have to react or anything like that. But generally speaking, not that good. I think this character is going to be low tier, possibly even bottom tier. Like, he has the unblockable setup, but in general, his tools are just very, very limited, and he just doesn't have much that looks like that he looks like he'll be able to use all that effectively in the metagame. So that's Blitztank. We're going to move on now to Akatsuki. I have the footage pulled up right here. I'll probably put it on screen, but I'm looking at it separately. I'm not filming what I'm looking at while I'm talking. But anyway, now we'll look at Akatsuki. I'll probably do maybe three characters per video on this. So we'll talk about Akatsuki and probably Neo this video. So Akatsuki actually looks really, really good. His normals are quite decent, and his projectile it's large, it's decently fast, and it goes full screen. So just a really good set of tools for him to have in terms of his initial moveset. Tatsu is a good combo ender, just Tatsu in general. He can like get an overhead off of it. And whatnot, just really just solid tools just in general. His JC may cause him to have access to some good cross-ups. You may want to keep that in mind. His damage is really it's really good. The fact that he can combo off of his super like he's been shown to do, and also the combo routes that he gets off of that auto combo that leads into the air command grab looks really good as well. Just really solid combo routes, solid normals. His projectile's real good. He gets good damage. Yeah, just everything about this character is real good. His assists are insane. Like, the fact that he has, like, B-Tatsu, or not B-Tatsu, I keep wanting to call it B-Tatsu, EX-Tatsu, more like, on an assist. It reminds me a lot of Yang forward assist, Akatsuki's Tatsu assist, because it just hits them forever. It just does pressure for such a long period of time, which is a really good kind of assist to have. I believe he also has Ball on an assist, his projectile, which is another really good thing for him to have. His supers, well, his one super that goes forward has fairly decent range. What else can I say about this character? I don't think his 5C looks that good. It's not a 5C that puts him in the air. I'm not sure if it's safe or not. But overall, I think this character is going to be the second best protagonist in the game. Second to RWBY, of course. RWBY is still the best character in the game, only getting better because they did nothing but buffer, as we know from the reports from players at CEO Otaku, which is unfortunate. But anyway, Akatsuki, super good character. He's just very solid in every regard. I think he'll be good for beginners and everything. So I could easily see a lot of people picking this character up, and just yeah, just his tools are real solid. Yeah, there we go. So Neo is different. What's there to say about Neo? Her DP is bad. That is the first thing that comes to mind. But other than that, she looks like she could potentially be real solid. Being able to cancel aerial normals into float, for example, is really good. It reminds me of a lot of Rachel's delayed JA cross-ups that she had back in CF that she doesn't really have here because she doesn't really take advantage of swinging in this game like she used to in CF. But Neo has that. Her air gimmicks with Umbrella look like they could be really fun. Her clones, of course, are going to play a big role in her game plan. She does play a lot like Hibiki. People have mentioned this. She could throw out her clones, and she can choose if she either wants to be the clone or if she wants to be herself and just send the clone out. Which is it's not insane in terms of a mechanic, I don't think, but it's alright. It's pretty good. And I think she has real decent normals. Her supers are broken. I want to say they may be among the best things about the character as of right now, just off the top of my head, because she does have that clone super that's not really punishable, that goes full screen. And she also has the command grab super, which is, of course, being a command grab, untechable, and also she can combo off of it, which is absolutely insane. This character's combo routes look really good. And that's about it. She has good anti-air, her combos look decent. I love the look of her air routes. And her mix-up, I'm not sure what to think of her mix-up. In terms of like the where she makes a stance and then it's like there's a counter version where she teleports. I think the teleporting is really cool, or if you hit her, she teleports. I think that's really going to help her out. It's going to be annoying if you're fighting against her, but I think it's going to help her out just in general. And also, well, like I was saying, the mix-up where she goes into her stance and then goes full screen overhead or low, it seems real good, but I almost want to feel like, they did mention that the overhead is punishable on block, so I feel like you could just jump, and then if you block the overhead, you could just hit her face for it and punish her, and if she goes low, then, you could, then it would just whiff, obviously, because you're in the air, and then you could just press an air button and, like, counter hit her and get a full combo. I think she's solid though. Like, her speed's good, her hitboxes are good, with the exception of her DP. Her DP's absolute trash. She looks like she has solid air-to-airs. I'm forgetting off the top of my head what her assists are. I'm sure she has like one where she sends out a clone and then like a generic anti-air one. But those are those three characters. Neo, I'm not sure where to put her on the tier list. She may be somewhere from mid-tier to high-tier. We'll have to see what people come up with for this character. Obviously, these are all the new characters, so I don't have as much to say on them as I will for the characters, for the BB, Persona, and Undernight characters, who will have stuff from their previous iterations and to compare to in terms of how they integrated into this game and whatnot. So, that's Neo. I feel like I had something else I wanted to say about her, but yeah, I just can't remember right now. Oh yeah, her 5C. Her 5C, I think it puts her into air, but only briefly. It reminds me a lot of Yosuke's in that sense. It has decent range, but it doesn't go forward a lot, like, say, Yuzuria's, for example, which goes super forward. So I think that, honestly, thinking about it, I think Neo may have the worst 5C of all the RWBY characters, which is good to keep in mind considering 5C is going to be much more significant in this patch with the implementation of the new cross combo, or not cross combo, but assist, whatever, you know, the where you spend 1 meter to give your extra assault. There, that's what it's called. Where you spend 1 meter to give your 5C more damage when you use both their characters. So those are my thoughts on these three characters. Akatsuki definitely looks like the best of the three. Neo's not too far behind. I feel like she'll be a good character. I don't think she'll be too good. Akatsuki, I definitely place in high tier. I think he'll be real good. And Blitztank looks, he definitely lives up to his reputation as a meme character, but I don't think he'll be that good. So those are my thoughts on those three. Thoughts on the next three coming out soon, which will be Yumi, and then I don't know who I'll do. Maybe I'll do Yumi, and I don't know, maybe Adachi and Susanoo, or the two Blaze Blue characters, whatever. I'll decide that when I get to it. But yeah, we will go through all 9 characters. So until then, for now, this is Razzle48 saying goodbye, and I will see you next time.